Hello and welcome to Creative Girl Vintage. I'm Tammy and thank you for taking the time out to stop by and do a little crafting with me today. In this video, I am going to be making a sparkly vintage Christmas assemblage. I was inspired by some of the embellishments that we used last week on our angel, so we're going to put some of those to work again. I'm going to show you how I will seal down the glitter on my projects, so every time you touch it, glitter's not going all over the place. We're going to antique a little bottle brush tree, so we have a lot of ground to cover, so let's start crafting. The foundation for today's project is going to be a paper mache box, and as usual, everything I'm using today I will link below for you in the description box below this video, so in case you're looking for something. And at this point, if I'm using a little paper mache box to put an assemblage on top, I'll make a decision whether I want it to be something that opens as a trinket box or just kind of a base. Today, I'm just going to use this as a base. So what I'll usually do is just grab my hot glue and just put a little dot or two and seal this down, just so it's not popping off. This lid is a little loose. Let me go around on this side. Usually it fits a little bit snugger than that. There we go. If you do decide that you want to use it as a trinket box, of course, you have the hole inside to line with paper or fabric or paint, whatever you like. The color I'm using this is an Americana acrylic paint, and the color is sea glass. I thought this was so pretty, and it actually reminded me of, you know, the old-fashioned Putz houses. They have such yummy colors, don't they? Those beautiful, yummy pastel colors that look so pretty glittered. So that's why I decided to go with this color today. I started looking for these paper mache boxes so I could link them. Do you guys remember the craft store AC Moore? I know we had them all over here in my area out here on the East Coast. And they went out of business. And these little paper mache boxes, I mean, year round, they kept them in stock, and they were like $1 each. So you always had access to them. And when that store left, which I'm still mourning the loss of that store, I have to tell you, you know, that ship sailed. And so when I started looking for these to link them, the prices that I was seeing out there were just absolutely ridiculous. And I did see some like online with Hobby Lobby, but the shipping was like close to $9. So if anybody happens to run across these anywhere, would you leave us a message in the comments and let us know where you found them, because I love them. I have quite a few left because I would just I'd see them when I was out shopping at AC Moore, and I just grab them because I always used them for all kinds of little things. Okay, I leave a old hair dryer in my craft room for quick drying. I am going to dry this, we'll flip it over, and we'll paint the back. All right, we'll do a little flip, all dry, and see the little sticky barcode thing here? One of my pet peeves, and I think it's because my crafting goes back so many years, but on unfinished wood and these paper mache pieces, those sticky stickers absolutely make me insane trying to get off. So what I usually do on these boxes is I just paint over them, and if they're very obvious showing, I'll show you what I do to cover them up. All right, the whole box is painted. I'm going to get my dryer out, make sure the whole thing's dry, and then we're going to glitter. Right, our box is dry, and we're not going to let some sticky little sticker get in our way. I'm just going to grab a hole punch and a little scrap of some little snowflake paper, and I'm just going to do this with hot glue. On the bottom, right on the bottom of our work, right on top of that ugly sticker, and this is a good place to sign and date your work. Okay, let's flip it over. Grabbing the Mod Podge, and let's put a nice generous amount of Mod Podge around our paper mache box. I'm only going around the sides. I'm not doing the top or the bottom. Like I said, I want to get nice and generous on here so we can get a good amount of glitter. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Make sure we're all even. If you miss a spot, you can always go back. Okay, I've got a mixture here. Get this out of our way somewhere. Okay, I've got a mixture here of, this is just a crystal craft glitter, and also I'm going to be using some diamond dust. And if you've never used this before, this is actually crushed glass. It's a lot coarser than just regular glitter. It's really pretty and sparkly. I don't really use this with my granddaughter since it says like it's not really suitable for children. We're going to be sealing this down anyway, so I'm not going to get too concerned about it, but I'm going to throw a little bit in there with the other regular crystal glitter. And let's pick this back up. Let's just glitter this whole thing. All right. Good. I feel like I got a pretty good heavy coat of glitter on there. Maybe kind of wipe some of it off the bottom so our box still sits flat. Now, the thing we got to do here is we've got to let this really dry, and then we're going to seal this glitter on. Okay, our glitter is dry. We're going to go back into the Mod Podge. The only thing is we're going to be using the gloss Mod Podge to actually seal our glitter down. I've did this with the matte before. It really kind of takes the shine right out of it. The gloss will keep a little bit more of a glittery effect. And what I'm going to do, and this is generous once again, is I'm just going to go across my whole piece and cover it with the gloss Mod Podge. Okay, just to save time, I did one of these ahead of time, and let me show it to you. This one's all dry, and it has a real like icy kind of wintry effect to it. I really like that. And let me just show you. Now, this is a unsealed box with the glitter, and this is the sealed. So you can see there's a little more sparkle going on, I think, with the unsealed box, but yet the effect of the sealed one is really pretty. And, you know, it's one of those things you're not going to have glitter everywhere in your house. So let me just set that one aside. We'll go ahead and use this one. And we are all sealed up and ready to go. Okay, so I'm going to add on top of our assemblage this little deer. And this guy actually, I found him somewhere. He had been ripped off of something. His nose is a little bit messed up, but he is perfectly imperfect for a vintage assemblage. So he's going to be right here on top. And then we are going to add this antiqued, glittered bottle brush tree behind him. And isn't that tree just like so pretty? Now, I started out with your basic, sorry little guy, your basic little white bottle brush tree and changed it up into this glittery antique tree. This one's even a little bit darker. And I'm going to show you just real quick how I did that. So once again, as you can see, I mean, there's really like a big difference in these two trees, and this just adds such a beautiful effect. I'm going for my coffee, water, and a couple drops of rubbing alcohol to keep your coffee from molding, just in a spray bottle. And I am going to just spray my little bottle brush tree here. My bottle's getting a little empty. I'm going to have to make a fresh batch. You can make this as dark or as light as you like. I kind of like it a little dark, actually. And if you guys watched one of my videos where we were dyeing pink and aqua trees and glittering them. I'll link that video below for you if you're new to my channel and you missed it. That was really fun. And this is just another little technique to do with your trees. Okay, so I'm going to take my hairdryer once again and just lightly dry this and get some of that coffee dried off of there. Okay, this is still just a bit damp, but that's okay. Let's get our Mod Podge out again and start just adding it to this tree all over. Just putting really a good generous amount on here. I wanted to give a shout out to one of my subscribers. Her name is Terry. Hi, Terry. And she sends me pictures of her assemblages and her projects, and they're just beautiful. And so she sent me a picture. She had watched my tree where we were dyeing and glittering the pink and aqua bottle brush trees, and she sent me a picture. She had made a whole box of them. So, you know, she's got the right idea, because, you know, you just get them done ahead of time, and then you're wanting to start a project and everything is sitting there ready to go. Okay, this thing is covered really good with the Mod Podge. Out of the way you go. Let's bring that glitter right back out again and glitter this tree. And like I said, when my granddaughter's here, I would usually give her the regular glitter and not the diamond dust. But I gotta tell you, that girl's 9 now, and she can negotiate my craft room like nobody's business. She loves creating. All right, just roll it around, just get it really on there. And of course, this one's wet, but this makes such a statement for just one of those simple little white trees. It really changes it up. So isn't that pretty? Okay, let me clean this up and we'll just continue on with our assemblage. Okay, let's put our little deer on our box and our tree. Those trees turned out cute, didn't they? With that little bit of spritz of coffee. Okay, I'm just going to use my hot glue gun and put a little bit on the bottom of this guy and put him in his place right here. And I saved room for the tree right back here. Okay, looking pretty. Now, last week on the angel that we did, remember this beautiful fur yarn that I found at Joann's? Well, I'm going to use some of that up today. And I thought it would be pretty to put it all around the top of this box. And I'm just going to do it with my hot glue and lay it right on the lid and go around the top. It looks like a really pretty snow going all the way around. It's very festive. Okay. All right, let me trim some of this off here. And finish it up. All right. You guys, that's really looking cute. Okay, now also from last week, if you remember on our little angel's wings from Sharon's Craft and Sew, I bought this beautiful trim that we cut apart in little flowers, into individual little flowers. And I'm just going to stick a couple of those right on this fur. I just felt like the pink in these flowers and that beautiful fur just looked so sweet in this assemblage, doesn't it? Okay, now how about, I'm going to pull out some vintage seam binding ribbon. This is my favorite one, and look, it is getting low. Doesn't come by easy. Okay, it's been a while since at the flea market I've just stumbled upon someone with a bunch of this stuff. It's kind of like not getting so lucky anymore. Okay, we got a little bow here. Sorry, sometimes I can just get really fussy trying to get my bows to look perfect. And I thought maybe right on the neck of our little guy, like so. And I also had a piece of broken sparkly jewelry, which I think would be perfect to put right on that bow. Oh, definitely perfect. Okay, to finish decorating our box, let me show you what I did. In my alphabet beads, I mean, this is like, I think there's like 1,200 beads that come in this. I love this. I've used this over and over and over, and I can't seem to run out. I spelled out the words Vintage Christmas, and let's see, I found this just little scrap of ribbon that I had, and I'm going to take a little bit of Fabrifix glue for this. You can probably use anything, and I just put like a little line of glue going down the ribbon. This wants to glob up, so I clean that out. And then I just started laying my beads to spell out the word Vintage Christmas. And V-I-N. And went all the way down with that. And like I did before, I made one up for us just because we don't have to wait for it to dry. And this is what we got. And this is like on here really nice. Isn't that cute? And this one here, I sort of made little points on the end. So I'm going to go on the front of the box here. And let me start with vintage. And this makes a nice gluing surface right here, having that ribbon on there. I'm going to put that right there on the lid, and then we'll go with the word Christmas, glue it up and do the same thing, and put that right below it. All right, I think that turned out really, really sweet. I hope you guys like that. Thank you for watching today, everyone. If you like this video, I hope you'll give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, I have 91 crafting videos, so I hope you'll enjoy those, and subscribe if you haven't already for more projects. So everyone, have a beautiful day. Happy crafting to all of you, and I will see you soon.